All right. We're all getting used to this technology. So blessings to everyone. We're going to begin. We have a lot of people who are familiar with the path of Vini Yoga, the breath-centered approach. Some people who are completely new. And so I was thinking of what my teacher, one thing she said once was the breath keeps us honest. So the idea is to, only go as far as the breath takes your body. And that can be humbling at first, but then eventually we have a greater strength and connection. So more philosophy along the way. We're going to, at the end, we'll chat a little bit if you want. We're going to keep these classes going. So, all right, today's focus, I'm going to actually screen share. We are going to, I think I'm going to screen, we're going to do a chant about strength and courage. Okay, that didn't work. Let me just try one more thing. I'm sorry, everybody. There it is. Okay. So what we're going to start with is a little is a check-in and then a chant. So just take a moment to sit comfortably, okay? And let the senses settle a bit. It took a lot of our senses to connect here, our eyes and our fingers and our ears and our voice. Now we let that begin to settle and use the power of the senses to focus more inwards. And we see what's here today. Whatever strength or vulnerability you may feel, whatever clarity or confusion is with you, please gaze with a compassionate eye upon yourself and let everything be as it is. Feel your body sitting on the seat, the floor, the cushion, the chair. Let it settle. Like water going into earth, let your body settle. And then primarily breathing through the nose, throughout the practice, begin to welcome the breath into awareness. No plan for it. We're going to make some suggestions to the way of breathing, but for now, just tuning in, noticing breath, keeping us honest, keeping us connected, truthful and authentic. Okay. And now I'd like to start, if you want to just listen, that's fine. The meaning of the chant or a meaning of this chant is on the screen. If you want to look at it, please just listen and repeat. Ma aham. Aham ma.
Aham
Ma aham.
aham
Aham ma.
aham
Let's do it together 2 more times. Ma aham. Aham ma. Ma aham. Aham pause for a moment and return to the sensation and the feeling of the breath. Ma, me, aham, I am. Aham refers to something that cannot be destroyed within us, something indestructible, the source of our strength and courage. Let's take a moment now to connect body and breath. So sitting comfortably. As we did last week, we inhale and we start with letting one arm lift overhead. Go to where your shoulder is comfortable. And exhale, come back down. Okay. So inhaling now the other arm, keeping the spine neutral for now. And exhale, the arm comes back down. Okay, so just try that again. Real simple. May take some patience to begin. Inhaling. Where is it comfortable? Exhale, abdomen draws in towards the spine, supporting your back. Okay. And again, the other side, taking your time. Okay, now a little variation. So inhale, the arm will be carried up or open where that. Now exhale, bend your elbow and bring your hand towards your upper back, assuming that's comfortable. Inhale, let the arm extend again. Good morning. Exhale, arm comes down. Okay, so I'll talk you through that again. Inhaling, the arm is lifted from the breath, with the breath. Exhale, leave the elbow floating up as you bring the hand to touch your spine. You can bow your head a little bit. Inhale, chest expands, expresses out through the arm lengthening. Then you exhale, lowering down. Okay, so try that again on each side. What is this like for you? Go at your own pace or follow me. When you exhale, bend the elbow. Touch the back. Beautiful. Good. Like the wind blows the tree, let the breath initiate the movement in time and space. That's it. Mm-hmm. Take your time. And now a couple more times, both arms. Inhale, carries the arms open. Feel your whole body. Exhale, slightly bow your head. Negotiate that for comfort. Hands overlap, touch your upper back or base of the neck. Wait for the inhale, expand. To the edges of your body and beyond, exhale, settle. Abdomen gently, actively drawing in towards the back. And you'll do that one more time. Mm-hmm. Okay. And when you finish, just take a moment, let the arms settle. You may want to close your eyes briefly and just what are the sensations you feel in your shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers, upper back, and head. We're going to be focusing today on the upper body, in the chest, in the center of prana, the prana vayu sthana, place of courage and strength, one of the places. We're going to come now to hands and knees. I'm going to mainly talk you through these things. If you don't understand something, just listen again, and over time we learn. No worries. So you're going to come to hands and knees. Start with a long, we could say neutral spine. Okay. And then as you inhale, you're going to let the chest lift. The sternum lifts away from the navel, a little back bend. Now exhale, start to shift your hips towards your heels, bowing your head, bending your elbows until you rest in basically a child's posture, if you know that, okay? Then inhaling, chest receives inhale, come gradually to all fours, sternum lifts. Head is gonna tilt up a little bit, not too much, that's it. Exhale, the belly is traveling in, bowing the head throughout the exhale until you settle into a kneeling forward bend or child's pose. That's the idea. Good. And then again, a couple more times, connecting the mind, body, and breath, becoming more and more one thing. Mm-hmm. Everybody has their own rhythm and pace of breathing, which is perfect. If you're just finishing one, please do one more. Lips together, teeth apart, breathing through the nose. Now we're going to do a special coordination. So the next time you go into kneeling forward bend, just rest there a moment into child's pose. So hips towards heels, forehead, rest either towards or on the ground. Okay. Here we go. So when you inhale, again, come up to that all fours back bend. Good. Now stay there, long exhale, drawing the belly gradually. Good. Now as you inhale, extend one leg behind you. Lengthen and lift your leg. And then exhale, bring your knee back down and sit back into child's pose. I'll say this again. So again, now when you inhale, come up to all fours, the sternum lifts. Stay there, long exhale, lower abdomen and navel moving in. Now when you inhale, lengthen and lift the other leg. First it goes long and then lifts to a comfortable height. And then exhale, bend the knee back in and shift your hips back, bowing your head. Build a little strength. If this is stressful, then don't lift your leg, just do the breathing. And try this again now, a time on each side. You can go at your own pace or follow me. Inhale brings you to all fours. The head unfurls out of the heart. Stay there, exhale. Keep the arch, but draw in the belly. You'll feel a stretch in your abdomen. Then as you inhale, lengthen one leg long and back and up, smooth as possible. Exhale, bring the knee back down and shifting back. Bend your elbows as you go. Longer, slower breath will give you more power over time. And then the other side like that. Inhaling, come to all fours. Stay, exhale, abdomen drawing in. Inhale expands the chest and lengthens out through the leg, lengthening, lifting. And you exhale, fold back in. Okay, pause a moment when you go into the kneeling forward bend. Pause a breath or two. And now we'll do one more variation here in the hands and knees zone. So coming to, on the inhale, come please to all fours, the chest lifts. Draw your toes under. Exhale, push the ground away, lift your pelvis back and up. Look towards your feet, downward facing dog. Now when you inhale, please come back down again, lowering the knees gradually. When the knees land, again, lift the chest, gentle back bend. And exhale, sit back towards your heels. Short vinyasa here for us. I'll say that again or go at your own pace. Inhale takes you gradually to Chakravakasana, all fours back bend. That's it. Exhale, drawing the belly, downward facing dog. Gaze back between your feet. Now, option to stay a breath. Ujjayi breathing, if you know the whispered breath. in, chest expands. Stay exhale, belly hollows in, belly hollows in. And when you inhale, lower the knees. Back to the all fours, back bend. Exhale, settle your hips, bowing the head. Good. Okay, now take a moment when you finish that. Sit, if it's comfortable, just for a moment to sit on your heels, you can, or just sit cross-legged. Just pause for a moment. We come to sitting vertically. Again, these periodic pauses give our system a chance to absorb and digest. So much happening now, right? Give our system a chance to, what does it feel like in your body after that sequence? And now, before we continue, could you put one hand, your thumb on your navel, so your thumb is on your navel, so you feel your hand on your lower belly. Okay, and then you put your other hand, actually let's just do that first. A couple breaths here. So as you inhale, just let it happen. When you exhale, this area underneath your hands, gradually move it inwards towards your back, receding inwards. Okay, so for now, inhale freely, let things receive and relax. When you exhale, consciously, gently drawing in the lower belly. Okay, now, because we're going to do back bends today, would you place your hands on your chest? Could be spread on your upper chest or overlapped on the sternum, as you wish. Imagine a ball now in the center of your chest, this center of courage and strength. And as you inhale, that ball expands, the chest expands. At the end, the belly relaxes. Exhale, draw in the belly. Okay? So again, inhaling, let the chest expand from inside in all directions. When you exhale, feel the low belly drawing in, drawing in, drawing in, just the right amount of effort for you. One more time like that. Inhaling, chest expands. Exhale, drawing in. Okay, very good. So when you complete this breath or the next, you can come to standing. Okay, so please come to standing. We're going to do some, like a little abbreviated Surya Namaskara or sun salutation. So if you're using a yoga mat, you could come towards the front end of your mat. Stand with your feet comfortable underneath your pelvis. Okay, we're going to start with the arms hanging down along your sides. And as you inhale, now raise your arms from the front. Raise your arms from the front. And just stay here now. Exhale, lower your arms. We're going to do this 2 times. Okay, see if the breath can just slightly precede the body movement. Inhale starts, arms are lifted. Palms are forward so our chest can be open. Beautiful. Exhale, can you feel your belly drawing in gradually, supporting your back, lowering down? Okay, try one more like that, your timing. Perfect. Now we're going to move into, we'll start the same way and move into forward bend. So again, inhale when it comes, lifts your arms, feel your whole body as an expression of inhale. Connect to the low belly. Exhale, now bend forward. Try to keep your arms lifted and your spine long all the way down until the end. Then relax the shoulders, head, and arms. Now reinitiate that. Inhale, lengthen and lift the arms, lengthen the spine, and come all the way back up. For now, exhale, we'll lower simply the arms, focusing on exhale technique in the belly. That's it. Okay, and again now, inhaling, lifts the arms gradually from the front. 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. Exhale in the belly, keep the arms lifted and long, spine long as you bend forward until the very end, then relax, bend the knees, look back between your feet. That's it. As you inhale again, extend your arms all the way, extend your spine and rise. Exhale, arms down. Super. Okay, we're going to continue now and add a breath. Okay, so inhale, when it comes, lifts your arms. This is going to be unique to each of you. Good. Again, exhale, bend forward, long spine, long spine, long spine until the end. Relax. Stay for a breath. Feel the inhale come, that ball expands in all directions in your chest. When you exhale, now place your hands, right hand to right side of the right foot, left hand to the left side of the left foot. And now when you inhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Okay? Stepping back into a runner's lunge and put the knee down. Your hands are on the floor. Your hands are on either side of your foot. Knee down, lunging. That's it. Now stay here, breath. Notice where you feel the opening or the stretch. Stretch, don't strain. Good. And on your next exhale, push off the back foot and step into the forward bend. Bow the head. And then inhale, lengthen and lift the arms. Come back to standing. Very good. Exhale, lowers the arms. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, people are taking off their jackets. I guess we're warming up. Inhale again, lifts the arms. Exhale, can you feel your belly drawing in as you lever your spine out and release at the bottom? Good, now let's take a moment of grace and just rest here in the movement of breath. Inhale comes in. Exhale goes out. Place your hands to the sides of your feet. And as you inhale, step the left foot back into what I call kneeling lunge. The back knee is down. Ah, perfect. Yes, that's it, Lakshmi. So you're going to stay here now. As I inhale, I lift the chest a little bit so it feels delicious. Exhale, I draw in my belly. Let's stay a couple breaths. Feel your whole body. Your whole body. Prana and breath circulating. Okay, no rush, but on your next exhale, push off the back foot, step into that standing forward bend. Bow the head. Now extend through your fingertips, lift your arms as far as they go, and rise with a long, triumphant spine. And exhale the arms down. Beautiful. Okay, we pause for a moment and give ourselves a moment to taste that. What does that feel like in your body? What's been awakened? Are there any complaints? We want to listen to those along the way. Okay, friends, so we're going to now do Parsva Konasana, side angle posture. If you're using a mat, you can face the long side of your mat. We're going to separate the feet wide, but not extreme, where I can keep the outside edges of the soles of my feet on the floor. My toes are forward as a reference, okay? Now, we're going to, so that feet are wide. We're going to, for most people now, slightly angle in your right foot. So you're going to turn in just 10 to 15 degrees. Your left foot, turn out 75 to 90, okay? What do you feel in your knees and hips will give you feedback about how far to turn out, okay? So you're in that stance. Now, let the arms start down. Don't rush the inhale. Let the inhale come and gradually expand the arms to the level of your shoulders. Good, now as you exhale, you're going to bend the left knee and bring your hand or your elbow to the ledge of your thigh. Okay? And then inhale, we're going to reverse that. Bring the spine to vertical, arms horizontal. Exhale, the arms settle down. We're going to try that again. Inhaling, arms gradually float to the level of your shoulders. As you exhale, bring your hand or elbow to the ledge of your thigh. Arm goes up. And reverse now. Inhale, gracefully brings you back to vertical, arms wide. Perfect, yes. Exhale, I feel my whole body as I lower my arms. We'll do one more step now. Same beginning. Inhale, arms are lifted, wide, spine is long, chest expands. Exhale, my belly comes in. I bring my elbow or hand, that's it, to my thigh. Now, as you inhale, reach the arm more towards your ear. Look up a little bit. Stay there. Exhale, strongly draw on the low belly. Inhale, come back up to vertical. Exhale, arms float down. Okay, if you can, if it's appropriate, let's do this one more time. Stay 2 breaths. Inhale, arms rise, floating, long, supple arms. Exhale, I side bend, elbow or hand to the thigh or hand to the foot or floor if you know that. Now inhale, arm goes overhead, turn towards the sky a bit. Stay there, exhale, strongly draw in the low belly. Now stay there again, inhale, the chest expands, the chest expands. Stay there, exhaling, belly comes in, belly comes in. On the next inhale, float back to vertical. Your spine knows where to go. Exhale, settle. Okay? Now, for a moment, turn your feet, toes point forward, step your feet underneath you, just to give your inner groins a rest. Pause for a moment and notice, what do you feel in particular on the left side of your body? Is there any highlighted sensation there? Let yourself enjoy that. Okay, plenty of time. When you're ready, separate your feet again, parallel. It may be different, your hip joints may be formed differently, so the stance may be the same or different. We're going to angle the left foot in a few degrees, turn the right foot out anywhere between 45, 75, or 90, okay? Over time, you'll understand this. Then let your arms come down. We do the same pattern on this side. Pajra Konasana, inhaling, the arms carried wide, carried wide. Exhale, the belly goes in, the heart shifts in space. Lean a bit into the elbow or hand, arm goes up. Let the inhale come in and reverse that. Float back to vertical. The spine knows where vertical is. Exhale, arms settling into gravity, into gravity. And again, inhaling, let the arms be carried wide. Take 4 or 5 seconds to inhale over time. Exhale, drawing the belly in, drawing the belly in. Exhale, 4, 5, 6 seconds. Inhale, float back to vertical, very nice. Arms wide. Exhale, as the arms lower, practice drawing your belly in. Now we carry on. One more time. Inhaling, arms float to the horizon. Exhale, side bending, elbow to the thigh or hand where you can stay open. Now, inhale, raise the arm towards the ear, turn the chest and the head towards the sky. Stay there, strongly drawing the low belly towards your back. Yes. When you inhale, come back to vertical. Arms spring back into horizontal. Exhale, lower your arms. And we'll go one more time. Inhaling, arms are carried to the level of the shoulders. Exhale, side bend. That's it. Stay there. Feel your feet as you raise your arm overhead. Turn the chest and head towards the sky. Stay there, strongly drawing your abdomen. Stay there. Let the chest expand in all directions. Stay one more exhale, drawing your belly. Maybe you look down for a moment to rest your neck. Yeah. Let the inhale come into the chest. Spine springs back to vertical. Feel your fingers go wide. Exhale, arms settle down. Good. Now, bring the toes to face forward. And we're going to bring the feet underneath the pelvis. Pause again for a moment and notice, what do you feel? Very nice. Okay, so take a moment now to come back down to your hands and knees. Feet can be towards the back of your mat. Come to hands and knees like we started the class. Actually, let's try this now. Start in the kneeling forward bend or child's pose. Okay, so we're going to build a little bit on what we did before. Okay, so first we'll just do a couple to soothe the spine after the side bending. So when you inhale, come gradually to all fours, the chest lifts, the head tilts up. Exhale, again, settle back, bowing your head throughout the exhale, settle at the end. That's it. So please again, inhale brings you to all fours, the sternum lifts, head is floating, no strain, jaw is easy, exhale, shifting back. Okay, now we continue. Inhaling again, calmly come to all fours, lift the chest. Now stay here. Exhale, draw in the belly, keep the back arch. Now, when you inhale, lengthen the left leg and lift the right arm. Opposite arm and leg. Good, now we're going to stay there. Exhale. Good, have faith and courage. Inhale, stay, lengthen. And then you exhale, put the hand down, bend the knee, and come back to child's pose. That's it. Rest a breath. Let the breath find its way. We'll try the other side when your breath is ready. The inhale will gradually again bring you to all fours. Lift the sternum gently. Stay there, exhale. Good, now when you inhale, right leg, left arm, opposite leg and arm, raise. Stay, exhale, draw in the belly. Good. Stay, inhale, the chest expands from within, a ball of light. Lengthen and slightly lift, arch a little bit more. When you exhale, pull your hand back down, the knee bends, come back into kneeling forward bend. And rest a moment. Let the breath find its way. Okay, and we're going to try that one more time. You can do it on your own or follow my cueing, okay? So on your next inhale, gradually come to all fours, lifting your chest. Stay there, draw in your belly, long exhale. Good, I am strong. Feel the inhale come into the chest, lengthen the opposite arm and leg. Stay there actually, exhale, draw in the belly. Inhale comes and that supports the lengthening and relifting of leg and arm equally. That's it, and exhale. When you exhale, fold in and fold back. And settle for a breath or two. And then we'll do the second side. On your next inhalation, gradually come to all fours. Stay exhaling, draw in the belly. When you inhale now, opposite arm and leg, the other side. Good, have faith now. Exhale, draw in the belly. Stay long, inhale for you, comfortable. Lift and lengthen the leg and arm. And then exhale will bring you back to kneeling forward bend. Pause here, let the breath find its way for a breath or two. Okay. Now, one more time now, inhale, come up to all fours, lift your sternum. Draw your toes under. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Beautiful. If you'd like, stay here. Beautiful inhale comes and fills your body just the right amount. You stay there and you feel the tide of your belly flowing in, flowing in. Let's stay another breath if possible. Stay inhaling. Ribs flare open. Stay exhaling. On your next inhale, lower your knees to the floor. The chest lifts from the inhale. And when you exhale, seated or kneeling forward bend. Yeah, child's pose, rest. Okay, rest a breath or two. Okay, and then when you finish that, take all the time you need. We'll just sit for a moment. Again, if it's comfortable, you could sit on your heels for a short time or sit cross-legged or legs in front as you wish. You just take a moment now to savor that, like pausing between the courses of a meal. Feel the sensations of your body. This being human is a guest house. What is arising? What's arriving now? We take the right hand to the chest like we did in the beginning of the class. You could overlap your left hand on that. Deep inside the heart, something indestructible, a brilliant eternal light. So if you'd like to now, you could either just listen or repeat. We come back to our chant. Ma aham. Ma aham. Aham ma. Aham ma. Listen again, please. Ma aham. Ma
aham.
aham ma. Aham ma. Let your arms rest. We take an elegant transition now to rest on the back for a few moments to help us assimilate and digest the standing section of the practice. So take your time if you want to add a layer or put down something to support your head in neutral length. Rest with your legs, either long, extended, or knees bent, feet on the floor. If you feel your back and your hips, you'll know which of those is best for you. Take a moment, settle. You're welcome to, with or without rubbing your hands, you take the heels of the hands into the cheekbones, and so the palms are domed over the eyes, which are closed, and we rest. The fingers relax, become more supple and liquid, the shoulders easy. Now, no direction for the breath, just let it come in and go out a couple times. And when you finish that, let your arms rest low on the floor, palms oriented towards the sky. And we'll now connect the thumbs, ends of the thumbs to the ends of the index fingers, if you'd like, or just let the hands rest, either way. Thumbs to index fingers. And now this sound, aha, is said to be the mantra that is inside the breath, that is constantly repeating the mantra japam, ah on inhale, ha on exhale, and it becomes aham. So if you'd like now, as you're inhaling in your mind, throughout the inhale, as if you're hearing ah, as you exhale, throughout the exhale. A few breaths. On the inhale, silently reciting ah. On the exhale, silently hum. One more breath like this. When you complete that silent recitation, let your fingers separate and let your body go into earth and space. The organs have a chance to deeply rest. Okay. Now, if your legs are extended, take a slow transition to bend one knee at a time. Bring the soles of your feet onto the floor. And from there, we'll come into Apanasana. So that means bringing your knees towards your chest. Okay. And we're going to do a special variation today where the hands actually start on the floor. So your knees are bent towards your chest and your palms are on the floor next to your pelvis. So we'll start like this. As you inhale, you're going to raise your feet to the sky and raise both arms overhead onto the floor. Exhale, reverse that. Lower the arms gradually as you bend your knees towards your chest, hands rest on the floor. Smooth, long breath. Repeat that, please, again. Inhaling, lengthens the spine, arms and legs. Little pause. Exhale, belly hollows in as you bend the knees towards your chest, compressing the abdomen, hands to the floor. That's exactly it. One more time like that. Breath is lengthening. Body and breath become more and more one thing. Yes. Okay, now rest for a moment with your arms down and your knees towards your chest. Keep your knees towards your chest, feet off the floor. All right. Now we're going to do a little bit of a mind, keep us alert. So become aware of your right arm and your left leg. And as you inhale, now you're just going to raise the left foot and the right arm. Okay, to the floor overhead, the arm goes, the foot to the sky. That's it. Exhale, we reverse that. Lower the one arm, bend the knee towards the chest. We're doing the opposite arm and leg. And then the other side, left arm, right foot, going towards the length. Exhale, belly goes in. Take several seconds to exhale if you can. Can you do that again now, alternating opposite arm and leg? Beautiful. Continue. Mm-hmm. Now, when you finish the one you're on, could you repeat both arms and legs 2 more times? Take your time. You could flex the feet as the feet go to the sky. You could also point the feet on the inhale, or you could alternate 2 or 3 more times. And when you finish this one, you could rest your hands over your knees and let the weight of your arms relax to just slightly increase the lengthening of the lower back. And we pause here. Just for a moment, if you'd like, you could consider something or someone that you're grateful for. someone or something that you are grateful for. See what spontaneously arises for you. Now, when you're ready, we're going to settle the feet onto the floor and roll onto the front of the body. Okay, to look at our crown postures. Okay, so if you're on a hard surface, you might add a small folded blanket underneath your pelvis and chest. We're going to start in a position where you take one hand over the other, palms are to the floor, hand, and the forehead rests on the back of the top hand, elbows are bent. So your head is center. We'll start there for a breath or two, okay? Hand, forehead. And you can, so that you're doing that as you rest on the floor. Yeah, perfect. Now, take your hands, slide your palms on the floor under your shoulders. So the palms will be as if making an imprint on the floor under your shoulders, or slide them slightly down towards your waist. Heels of the hands by the sides of the ribs. Elbows, shoulder blades a bit towards the spine as you inhale. Okay, so now we're going to do Bhujangasana or Cobra without pushing with the arms, letting the breath in the back work here. Okay, so focus on imagine now a ball in the center of your chest, like a ball of light. And as you inhale, the ball expands and it lifts your chest, neck, and head. Exhale, lowering down, drawing in the belly. Bring your forehead back to the floor each time. We'll try that again. Inhaling lifts the chest, neck, and head. Neck stays long. Exhale, drawing in the abdomen as you lower back down, forehead to the ground. This is your timing, yes. So please try this again. Body movement coming out of breath movement. Okay, now next time you come down, pause a moment. We'll build on this. So like we did in all fours, we'll do the same pattern. So listen and follow, please. Follow your breath. As you inhale again, lift the chest, neck, and head, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Now stay there. Exhale, draw in the low belly. The chest might lower a bit. Now as you inhale, expand the chest, lengthen and lift one leg. Keep your pelvis level. Exhale, lower your foot and your head back to the floor. We'll try that again. Other side. So inhale first, just the chest lifts. Stay there, gradually draw in the low belly. Long exhale. Now when you inhale, the other leg lengthens and lifts. Pelvis level, low pause. Exhale, lower the foot and the forehead back down. Okay. If you need to, listen to what the breath is telling you, rest a breath or two, and then you can repeat this either in your own timing, or I will talk you through it again. So on your next inhalation, let the chest be lifted by the internal expansion of the chest. Exhale, draw in the low belly. As you inhale again, now lengthen and lift one leg. Exhale, lower down. Other side, inhale. First, just the chest. Leave the legs on the ground. Stay, exhale. Abdomen draws towards your back. That's it. As you inhale next, chest lifts, lengthen and lift one leg. Keep the pelvis level. Little pause after inhale. When you exhale, lower down. Yeah, now take your hands and come back to that resting position. Hand, forehead rests on the hand. Now just relax the legs, the buttocks, the lower back. take a moment for the system to be able to assimilate that. Feel the sensations in the back of your body. Now, listen, and then we'll take one more step. Ma, aham, aham, ah. Connect to that deepest essence of yourself, the core strength of the soul, the source of strength and courage. You could visualize this in the center of your chest, inside the deepest part of this ball of light. Now, we're going to take the hands, one more variation here, building strength physically in all levels. Take the hands next to your pelvis. Now your forehead is on the ground. Your back of your hands are on the floor. Back of your hands on the floor next to your pelvis. Now, as you inhale, you're going to sweep both arms to the side and lift the legs. Chest, arms, and legs, like a Superman, if you will. Superwoman. Exhale. Bring the hands back next to your pelvis. Lower your legs and forehead. I'll say that again. On the inhale, the chest expands. The arms sweep wide to the side and maybe a little overhead. Legs lift. Exhale. Reverse that. Sweep the arms back to where they started. Lower your legs and forehead. Now, we'll do this 2 more times. Stay one breath there if you wish. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, lift the chest, lift the legs. Now stay there strong. Exhale, draw in the belly. The body might naturally lower some. Stay there. Inhale, lift the chest, reignite the lengthening and lifting of the arms and legs. Exhale, flow the hands back to your pelvis, next to your pelvis on the floor. And you go ahead now and do that one more time. If your breath tells you to, stay one breath in full locust. Okay. And when you finish, just for a moment, come back to hand, forehead. Or if it's really comfortable, you could turn one head to the side and just let your arms settle into the ground. Maybe a slight rocking of the pelvis side to side. Allow the muscles along the spine to settle. Pelvis relaxes, legs resting into the ground. And take a moment to feel the effects of these beautiful back bends. Okay, friends, so now take your hands, take your hands again as if you were going to start the cobra, hands under the shoulders. Turn your head to center, forehead on the ground. And then we'll push up and come to all fours. And we'll do a little counter pose balancing after all that back bending. Okay, so from all fours. Now when the inhale comes, just a very slight feeling of arching. And when you exhale, shift the hips back towards the heels, bowing the head, elbows bend, kneeling forward bend. Just like we did in the beginning of class. So in your own breath timing, inhale brings you to all fours, slight opening of the front of the body. Exhale flows in as you bow. Relax at the end of the exhale. And you'll continue this 2 or 3 more times. That's it. After you finish this one, if you feel like you need 1 or 2 more, you're welcome to repeat that. But when you're finished, please come and sit in a comfortable position for short breathing exploration. Okay, so sit comfortably and let the back of your hands rest on your legs, connecting the ends of the thumbs to the index fingers as we did before. Eyes can close. We feel the legacy of our movements, the effect in our body, the feeling inside the chest, along the spine. Now, if you know the technique of Ujjayi, the whispered sound in the throat, sometimes called ocean breathing, we begin a comfortable flow of that. Breathing through the nose. Inhale, this ball of light expands the chest. Exhale, abdomen gradually moves in. At the end, the chest can relax a little bit. Find your own harmonious way into this now. Inhaling comes in, easy expansion, ribs, space. Pause a little bit. Exhale, abdomen draws in, gentle, slight pause. Like this a couple more times. Allow a pause of a couple of seconds after inhale, if comfortable. Long exhale. And now as we continue this phrasing of breathing, inhale comes in sweetly, expanding. In that pause after the inhale in your mind, say aham. And then exhale, long and smooth. Little pause. Inhale comes in freely, gradually. In that pause after inhale, silently say aham. Exhale, long and smooth. Continue like this now. As you inhale, let the back of the head float up and slightly tilt the head forward so the chin comes ever so slightly towards the base of the throat. The neck feels long. Continue your timing, inhaling, expanding, pausing. Aham. Exhale long and smooth. When you complete the one you're on, please do 2 more breath cycles like this. Then setting the breath free, a couple more cycles of breathing, letting it happen. Connecting to that deepest part of yourself that is indestructible, that has gotten you through every difficulty in your life. Please now you can listen and repeat. We come back to our chant. Ma aham. 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 Listen. Ma aham. Ma aham. Aham. Ma. Now we chant this a couple more times, a little stronger together. Ma aham. Aham. Ma. Ma. Aham. Aham. And bring our hands, if you'd like, to your heart. And affirm our deep connection to strength and courage. Not something we have to create, just something we can connect to. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just kind of overwhelmed by all these people from all over. Just a couple of quick announcements. We are going to continue the classes Wednesday at 10. And we're going to continue with what's called a pay what you can model. If you're not getting announcements, you can email me. I can put this in chat. Email me and I'll get you on the list and you can get the information. Okay. And what else? Same link that you used today will be for all the Wednesday classes. Okay, so it's an honor system to go, and if you can pay to take the class, or pay what you can if you're having hardships. A lot of us are. Or don't pay anything, just come. I want this to be available to everyone. And if you have any questions now, I'm going to open up you can unmute yourself and talk. Two things. One would be, I'd love to hear, how was that practice for you? What were the effects? What was interesting? And secondly, if there are any technical issues that would be helpful to talk about, and I want to learn as we go. Okay. So, and if you need to dash, I understand. Take care. See you soon, I hope. So if you want to share something, maybe you say your name first and you can hang out a little bit here.
Marjorie.
Hi, Marjorie.
I want to say, yum.
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 Yum. So
Yeah.
thank you, Kevin. I'm going to go, but just wanted to say I loved it.
Awesome.
Bye.
Marjorie, bye.
This is Andrew and Puffy. Puffy says hello, and she says hello to Monica in Rome.
Thanks, Andrew.
Hello, thanks a lot. Love. Hello.
Thank you, Monica. Good.
Bye, Kevin.
Who is that?
That was Hanuman.
Oh,
Might
Hanuman.
not be on screen.
Yes, nice to
Mickey
hear your
loves
voice.
you. All right, so then the other thing is text.
Right. What else? How did this affect people, the nerdy yoga people, if you want to talk about? No.
So Kevin, I go way back with you back at the Yoga Center of Minneapolis, and I remember you always being so gentle with your cueing and allowing us to do warriors without the severe foot placement that we usually cue. And I just want to thank you for being such a gentle and nourishing guide today. And I will come as I can. Thank you so much.
Janet, yeah, wonderful to see you.
I'm going to try to do some of this online yoga too. I also teach, but it's really daunting. So you do this seamlessly. So thank you for.
Oh, good. Thank you. By the way, we did record. I'm so proud of myself.
Good.
That's why I was doing this movement in the beginning, pat myself on the back. No. Yeah, so the recordings will also be available if you want to disseminate them, and people can pay if they can.
Thank
So
you.
what else?
Thank you, Kevin.
Who is that?
This is Lakshmi from Florida. Ginny introduced me to you.
Oh yes,
Ginny
Lakshmi.
Jackson. So this was so good. I take yoga classes from her. So I am glad to have done this with you and all of you. This was so nice. This was a nice, easy, relaxing, flowing asanas. Very nice. Thank you.
Very good. Nice to meet you, Lakshmi. Take care.
Hello, Kevin. This
Hi,
is Vance.
Vance. Nice to
I
see
had the
you.
thing hooked up to my television, so the computer's in the other room, and I wasn't seen, but that's okay. I did have a great practice. Thank you. Thank you. That was lovely.
Great to see you, Vance. Yeah, I'm trying to teach mostly with words, as you know, so whether the visual works or
Oh, I think
so
it's
people
the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you cue very good. That's the deal. That's what works.
He does.
Thank you. I'm going to say bye.
Okay, bye, Vance. Good to see you.
Guys.
Thanks, Kevin. See you again.
Ciao.
Hi, Kevin. This is Juliet from Berlin.
Oh my God. Hey, you're just a J on the screen.
Yes, I know. I had to go in and out because I'm still working here. But from what I was able to see, it's Kevin teaching. It's so awesome. I'm so glad you're finally doing this. Yes.
We miss you here in Minneapolis, Juliet.
Oh my gosh, I miss you so much. And I'm so concerned for you all guys. I'm really concerned.
Yeah, well, we're in it together, and you know, our loss is Berlin's gain.
Well, you know, anyway, this was nice as usual, and I'll be back.
Good, good.
And we can talk more.
Yes, very good.
Thank
Bye,
you so
Juliet.
much. Bye-bye.
Hey, Kevin, it's Ellen.
Hey, Ellen. Oh my God, Ellen, there you are. These little boxes, right?
I know.
How are you? Hailing from? Tell everybody where you're.
Vermont. I'm in Vermont, where we had 8 inches of snow yesterday.
Are you kidding?
No.
So any thoughts about, you know, well, we can talk more later too.
Yeah, we can talk more later, but
doing pacing, any problems or
no, it was beautiful. I had this incredible feeling of coming home, like first it's you, and we have a relationship. So there was the coming home to this person I've wanted to talk with forever. The pacing was lovely. The only thing I would ask is, like, I would love to have the voices unmuted for chanting, because I feel like it's hard to have the feeling of being all together.
Yeah.
And when you're chanting, if you unmute us, I feel like we could have the more feeling of the Sangha.
Yeah, I wonder if that's, we could try that. here's my impression is that if I unmute people, it's like a cacophony, but maybe that would be fun.
Well, the other thing is people could unmute themselves. So if they're in a place where it's quiet and you're not going to make a big racket in the background, you know, they don't have dogs or kids running around, for instance,
Right.
we could just unmute ourselves.
Yeah. Okay, well, I can definitely
I missed that.
think about that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, to
But
hear everybody.
Yeah, but I love that chant and the pacing was great and my heart is like really full. So thank you.
Love
Nice
you.
to see Patrick here too, wherever he went.
Yes. It takes a village to do a Zoom, you know.
Right. And all the rest of our AVI friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Who are here.
All right, we'll talk soon.
Yeah,
Okay. Bye, Ellen.
bye.
So Benedetta, do you want to say anything?
Yes, I get very emotional because I wasn't taking your class since 1997 in New York City. And so my heart was beating so much because you make me fall in love for yoga. And if I'm a teacher, yoga teacher now, it's just because, you know, I met you and I start to do yoga with you. And so you will always dear to my heart and special. Thank you.
Thank you,
today
Benedetta.
you kind of moved a lot to me.
Yeah, well, you were in it from the moment I met you. So, yeah, so Perry Dance, right? Is that
Yeah.
what? Yeah, Perry Dance, New York City. The worst time in the world for a yoga class, 1:30 to 3 after lunch. That's what they gave me, but you got to make it work. So that was beautiful. And you know Frank Baccio,
Yeah.
right? That's amazing. Yeah, we both studied with Alan Bateman.
Yeah.
You're teaching yoga, which is so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we can talk more. It's so great to
Yeah.
see you.
Yeah, I'm so happy. You know, in some way, this bad time, this virus, in some way, is connecting the world even more. You know, like it make us all sick, but at the meantime, it's helping us to get united again. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ciao for now.
Kevin, I want to say it's Jen. Thank you so much for class.
Jen?
And it has just been a long time. And your classes were always on Wednesdays when I worked, and I could never make it to your actual class. So this was such an awesome thing. And I think for me, probably the most mindful I felt in this entire 2 weeks. I traveled and I got home and it was very chaotic coming from another country and just reacclimating to this new average experience we're all having. And so I'm super grateful for just helping me be incredibly mindful again. It felt like I got really disconnected from everything with the stress. So I have so much gratitude for your practice today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's great to see you and glad it can work.
Yeah, me too. I'm so excited that now I have the time to be here.
Good.
Thank you, Kevin.
Do I have to hit a button?
Thank you.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Ginny.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Ginny, you're in Florida, right?
I am in Florida, and you know what's amazing? Mike did a class with me.
Mike.
He never does classes
I
with me.
saw that. Yeah, I was like, okay, the power couple.
I know. And you know what's even more amazing? Connor did it.
Oh, right. I saw Connor.
Oh, good. I didn't see him yet, but he said he was
very
going to
like, you know.
in the moment. We've never all three taken a class together. This is like amazing.
So you were in different places, but at the same time.
Yes. Thank you so much. It was wonderful. And my brother did it too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I'm getting you out there, Kevin.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're amazing. And some of my New Hampshire students have done it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you. It was wonderful.
Good. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
You're
Kevin,
great.
the
class was awesome.
This is Brother Bob.
Hi, Brother Bob. Where are you? Oh, there. Hi. How are you?
Well, we're very happy to have Ginny close by here in Florida now.
Oh, so you're in Florida too. Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
I taught Ginny everything she knows.
What a crock.
You must be a saint.
How did you know?
Runs in the family. Yeah. Awesome. Great to meet
He's so
you.
perceptive. Nice to meet you, Kevin. It was a
You're
wonderful
wearing
class.
white, right? Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, I got here.
What does it say? Waheguru. Oh. Mhm. Cool.
I'm going to Kundalini class next.
Okay. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Ginny, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Who else wants to say something?
Oh, how do you do it?
Oh, Ruth.
I don't know how to do it.
You just did it.
I did it? Oh, good.
Right. You unmuted yourself, lower left-hand corner, I think, right? The microphone icon.
Did. And then I pressed chat. Is that correct? Yes, it worked. I'm like in yellow. Kevin, I want to thank you so much. I mean, it's the distance. And so here, this is amazing. And I just feel so happy to share the same lineage.
I know.
I'm looking around, Jan is over there and Julie was there and my friend Elizabeth signed on, and I feel so, it's best to see you and to see Patrick. What a gift.
It's amazing to see you, Ruth. And when you said you were going to share it with people, I'm like, well, every time Ruth shares something with someone, everybody shows up. People listen to you.
Yeah, somebody said I'm an influencer.
Right, we should get you hooked up. You need to be like, some of them get paid, right? Okay.
So
I use this color of lips. Ruth Markowitz uses jungle red.
That's hilarious. Well, I'm just so happy to be here and see you, and it was a wonderful class. It just,
How was the Brahmana aspect? We were very backbendy, very inhale focused. Did that?
It was perfect. I mean, I was thinking about the class I took at Patrick's before you had studied Vini Yoga when I was with all the ballet dancers. And it was really hard for me. This totally matched the Vini Yoga that I've been doing. It was marvelous.
Right. Yeah, I remember the very sequence. I think it was your last class. But it's okay, right? That's good. Great. It is wonderful to see you.
I will see you, and I will see all of you. Thank you so much, Patrick and Kevin and everybody. Thank you. How do I get out of here now?
Okay, lower right-hand corner, this red, it says end meeting. Or you can just unmute yourself if you want to listen, lower left-hand corner.
Thank you. Bless you.
Bless you, Ruth. Bye.
Hey, Kevin. Jan.
Hey, Jan. Oh, I'm glad that you followed up. I thought you had the link. You were just letting me know.
No, it's good. I just want to say thank you because I'm working with a nonprofit with a number of young people, and I'm going to be teaching a class on Sunday. So I just was watching what you were doing and trying to pay attention to how to translate it. And you did it so well and so calmly. I've been practicing and getting really anxious as I've been giving instruction, which will be an anxious yoga teacher isn't really helpful. So this is part of my training. And then, the prize of it today was, it was so calming for me. And I just felt a lot of energy in my heart. I don't know, when you said at some point, my heart felt like it had changed and it was beating really hard. So it was wonderful. I think, it was great. So I just want to say thank you and thanks to everybody. It's nice meeting everybody, and keeping this tradition together during this time will help us get through. So thank you.
Well, Jan, I just wanted to say, I actually have been kind of nervous before these classes because, it's a whole new world and people are coming in. I was saying to Patrick, it's a little different than going to 38th and Pleasant and teaching in the chapel studio. But, it's good. It's okay. What do they say? Fear is excitement without the breath. I think just be honest. They love you, and it doesn't matter. We're human too. Just teach, and it's a learning curve for all of us, for all the technical stuff.
Right.
And I just have decided, you know, I'm not going to try and talk and demonstrate. I'm waving my arms here in my
Yeah,
chair, right?
I saw that.
But that's basically the way I teach anyway. So the kid, I don't know how old your kids are.
They're in their 20s. They're
Oh,
teens,
not kids.
20s, but they're a nonprofit that they know me, so they're ready. I'm getting them set up. So it's
That's
very
when you might have there's a way to, we can talk to you. There's a way to pin someone's video if you want someone to demonstrate. You could say, okay, you know, they'll see that screen and you can say now, you know, Josephine, you know, you can talk her through it and she can demonstrate. And you know, there are different ways over time we can do this.
I'm getting some training this afternoon. So thank you. I love all of you. Hi, Patrick. It's been with you for a while. all my new yoga buddies. I'm signing out. Hi, Ruth. This is so good. We're both isolated. Ruth and I were on a retreat with Maggie that got canceled in Costa Rica. So she canceled it as soon as we arrived in Costa Rica. It was a Vini Yoga retreat. And then we all slowly have been coming home. So we're all isolated in our homes right now. So this is a really nice way to connect.
Where was the retreat?
Costa Rica on the Caribbean side.
Was it like at a yoga center? Or
yes.
What was it called?
What was it, Ruth? Something del Sueño.
Okay.
Del Sueño.
Does that mean health, sueño?
It means
dreams. Dreams. Yeah.
Well, the dream changed, didn't it? Here we are.
So we're incubated.
Yeah. Okay. Super to reconnect.
All right.
We can talk if you want any help. Just email or call me. Okay.
Okay. I'm leaving now. Thank you all.
Okay.
Love
Ciao.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Anybody else? Hi, Adele.
Hi.
Inferrera. Is that your Italian last name?
It is. It's Sicilian. It's from Messina, Faro, Superiore. Pronunciation's probably not good, but near Mount Etna.
Cool.
Volcano.
See, I always sometimes I think you're Greek because I met you, you know, we met at, well, we met before, but I have it's the Greek food connection.
Gardens of Salonika.
Yeah.
Northeast. Yeah, the Christopheridis family. They also think people from Sicily are Greek.
Right. Patrick's laughing here. Like he understands. We have Greek.
Or at least she thinks, yeah.
So you're singing and teaching.
Yeah, James, who also sings in the gay men's choir, James Davies.
Yeah, Patrick and James used to live together for many, many years.
Oh, that's wonderful. Because the last time I saw you was at his wedding, or his, well, I think, yeah, at the wedding. But yeah, we sang at Canterbury Cathedral this summer.
Yeah, I heard that. That must have been
amazing. Yeah, I miss my singing. I miss teaching yoga. Tuesdays when I usually teach yoga. So I was so sad. I missed my students, and thank you for doing this. This is amazing.
Yay. Good. So glad you're here. And, you know, maybe do you think you'll do some stuff online? Did you say you might, or you're waiting to hear?
I really want to. I do a lot of teaching through community education, and they're checking with other sites right now to see whether or not they're willing to do online classes. I really hope they do.
Is that Minneapolis?
Yeah, Minneapolis Community Ed.
Because someone else was teaching for community ed, and they had started like a series, you know, like a special functional group, you know, I can't remember what it was about, anxiety or something. And it just, you know, they had to stop, and they, I guess, are opposed, or they're just not doing online at this point. Hopefully, maybe Minneapolis will.
I hope so, because I think it's so important right now. And community ed is really affordable for people too. So
yes.
Yeah. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I can
Good. Yeah, well, there are a lot of possibilities. We've had to, you know, adapt very quickly, and, you know, do what feels right to you and stay persistent. And if not there, somewhere else, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Amazing. It made me feel, I've felt so much more calmer, and especially yesterday, I just got so overwhelmed with all the uncertainty.
I know.
And so to start the day doing this is amazing. And
How was the chant for you? The
I love the chant. It actually, the last time we did it, I sang it really strong, and it just felt so healing, and it made me feel more calm and strong. Yeah.
Awesome. I
Amazing.
love that chant. It's actually written, it's a little excerpt from a chant that TKB Desikachar wrote.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it goes through the Panchamaya, the 5 dimensions, you know, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya, and Sarvam. So, you know, who am I? I am my body, but not only my body. I am my breath, but not only that, my capacity to learn, my personality, my emotions and relationships, bliss and love. I am Sarvam. I am all this and beyond.
Wow.
So it's actually written as a dialogue between a mother and a child, the child saying, who am I? And she's talking the child through, well, let's talk about that. Let's chant about who are you or what? Yeah, so it's beautiful.
That's so amazing. That so resonates with, yeah. What I'm trying
If
to
you want,
figure out
email
who
me.
I
I'll
am.
send you the whole chant.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, Adele.
Namaste.
Namaste. All right. So, Joyce, are you still there? Do you want to talk, or are you just hanging out? Or Wilbur? Or
Yeah,
Juliet?
I'm here, Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here, Kevin. Thank you for a nice class. It was I really enjoyed the pace today. It was really, really nice. I've also been, I've sort of repurposed my main living space here as my yoga space. And this last week, I got almost every day some individual study, which you're never supposed to admit to your teacher that you're not practicing at home, but I have been practicing at home. So, so that in the sort of claiming that space, we had talked last week about how I work in this space, and so my mind got distracted in class. And so reclaiming this space, I can kind of like now sort of change the space in my brain, and it's a very calming and relaxing place. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's excellent. And you know, another thing that can be helpful too sometimes is when you know what you've done, which is great, and then also, you know, sometimes doing something that symbolizes, okay, like, you know, you light a candle when you start,
Yeah, sure.
You blow it out, or you ring a bell, and you know, part of where I'm trying to incorporate that in the practice, like we're delineating a special time. We're entering, we're exiting, but it can be a challenge in our home, period, and let alone being here all the time now. So,
yeah, that might be a good thing, right? Just like orally, that you would, you know, ring a bell or something like class, like let's chatter, blah 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 blah. Class begins.
right.
Here we go.
Did you get my email about pinning a video and all that?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so we can talk more if you want.
Everything's perfect.
Yay.
I miss having you in the same room, but I don't miss you.
Thank you. Thanks, Wilbur.
Good. All right, I'm out. We'll see you next week.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye, Patrick.
Juliet, are you still there? Or are you working?
I'm still here.
Wait a minute now, Juliet, do you and Adele know each other?
I don't think so.
Because
I don't
you
think so.
both were at the yoga center at some point. Yeah, what classes were you in?
Are you asking me?
Do you remember what number your training group was?
Oh my gosh.
No?
No.
Some people know that. I'm YS34.
Oh my gosh. I would have to look it up. I'm coming on here with the camera. Hold on.
Yeah.
I would have to look. Hi, Adele. Hi, Kevin. I have really
What
no
year
idea.
was that? What year period was that? Was that 2000?
13, 14 or 12, 13. No, it was 12, 13. I was a yoga teacher before I was a PhD.
Right. How about you, Adele? Were you after that? Were you after
I was before YS 39.
what years?
So I think that was, I think it was 2011.
Okay, so not, yeah,
2010 to 2011.
sure.
Yeah. So we maybe bumped into each other, but not knowing each other from class. Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Patrick. I can't hear you.
I said, this is my first time seeing your neue Wohnung.
Oh, is that true? Hey,